We arrived in Ishigaki yesterday, and after all the formalities, went grocery shopping, checking the weather. I'm trying to make it a bit of a game plan for what we're going to do in these islands down south. And we checked the weather and Steve saw that there's wind coming, a lot of wind. After crossing, you always want to just get somewhere and chill out for a bit, but it's not meant to be. So we got up this morning at 6:30 and we've got off the dock and we're on our way out and heading north. Where are we going exactly? Can't really remember. It's a 24-hour sail away, but we're going back to be a 36-hour sail, and we're going to be going out to another, there's like lots of little islands on the way up to mainland Japan, and so we're going out to them. We're going back on anchor, which will be nice, and we'll just enjoy the beaches, see what's there really. It's going to be really remote, it's not a lot there, but that'll be beautiful. Anything to report? Anything to add?
It's called Zamami.
Oh, cool. There you go. Cruise boat's coming in.
I have a wiggly tooth, and it grows its mum out when she sees it wiggle.
Sure it does. Oh my god. Hang on, yeah, it's covering it, sweetheart. Ready? Now go. Oh.
So it's been 8 hours since we left. Just got past the headland and the wind started picking up, and now we've got 30 knots on the nose. So we couldn't make any ground. The swell's picked up, it's quite steep and short. So now we are heading back towards port. That's kind of the only direction that we can travel at the moment. We don't want to go side on or beam onto the seas because they are breaking. Yeah, we're just basically heading straight downwind back to port. And we'll see if this thing dies off beforehand, but I would say that, yeah, we're just going to have to go back to port. I think even if this wind does die, the swell's going to be very messy and going to be really hard to head the direction that we want to head. Time will tell, but yeah, I'd say that's what it's looking like. So 8 hours of motoring, there was no wind or 5 knots on our nose, and now we're going to have to sail back. So all that motoring for no reason. You can see this is the way we were going, and this is when the storm hit. So now we're coming back. And we've got the currents actually going this way. It's about 1 to 1.2 knots of current, and now the wind's going this way. It's making the seas pretty steep, and yeah, just a lot of breaking crests.
let's turn back around. I'm going to see what it's like going into it for a while. The clouds look like they've lifted a little bit. Doesn't look as mad as it did before. Slapping the back of our boat as they go down.
There's some more wind coming, looking out there.
How fast are we going now?
2 knots.
We're doing 2 knots. Fantastic.
Facing at this way, they're actually getting pushed that way. The wind coming this way, and it's the stronger of us two, so it's pushing us over. But at least we're not losing too much ground the wrong way, so hopefully this storm passes and we can keep making some ground forwards.
Don't really want to go all the way back.
That's 35 miles.
Yeah, so it's a long way back down to port, and then we'll dart. Yeah.
Get there. We just got the updated weather, and basically the weather window we departed on has been shortened by almost a full day, so it's not realistically going to give us enough time to get to where we need to go. And on top of that, the weather that we're in at the moment is way different to what was predicted, so it kind of shows that it's a bit unstable at the moment. Probably can't trust the predictions too thoroughly. And it's still blowing 15 knots now on our, or was on our nose, and we're only making 2 knots an hour with that. So we've decided to go back to port. It's the first time since we've
2 years
been on this boat that we've returned to port because of weather, basically, because we couldn't get to where we intended. So I mean, it's not that bad. You could definitely sail in this if we had a point of direction to go,
or if we
with
could get
what the winds are,
or
which we
an
just
early
don't.
island, like if
Or
we
an
could,
early
like
island, which
a
there
port.
is an early island, but it's quite shallow.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of information about it.
Yeah, something like that's in the reason.
And that's still 30 miles our way, and we're doing 2 knots speed because it's hard on if the wind's 15 knots on our nose. It's a long time to get 30 miles. Anyway, now we've got 25 miles to go to get back to port, but at least it's downwind sailing, so it's a bit more comfortable. And yeah, we'll be stuck in port for another 9 days. We'll be stuck in port while we wait for the next weather window, which is why we tried to go today. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked out.
It's not meant to be. We're just supposed to explore Ishigaki a little bit more than, I guess. That's what the weather is trying to tell us. Just need to get, I don't know. I'm trying to see the positives.
Yeah, I don't know. After sitting at Yap for a month while we got autopilot sorted and then waited for Yap Day.
Yeah, we're pretty keen to
sit, and now it's still 8 days out to come here to now have to sit for
9 days.
9 days is a bit average, but
it's alright.
it is what it is.
You gotta do it sometimes, yeah. So, and then once we get going and we get a good weather window, we can just keep on.
We'll just go back to our normal plan of cruising.
Yeah, exactly. So we're back in port. We've got the mooring lines on and all the fenders along the side there ready to go. We put those out on the way in here. We've got light from the land, which is nice, which will help with docking. But this time we'll have nobody there to throw the lines to. So I'll hold on to this one here and pretty much jump off with it, and then run to put it around the cleat, and then come back and Steve will throw me the back one and I'll tie that one off as well. Sometimes the lights can be a blessing and a curse. Makes it a bit easier to see, but those bright floodlights almost destroy your night vision. So we're going over there. Yep, I know. Yeah, we're okay. All the dock lines are on. We are ready and done. She's looking good.
And we can buy some food with those tooth fairy money. Oh, man, your tooth fell out.
Which one? Show me.
My one. I have 2 holes now.
You got the one.
And she gave me 500. 500. That's how much money she gave me on the coin.
Which kind of money is it, Zaya?
Yen money.
Yeah, 500 yen. Well done.
And hopefully I might be able to buy a sandwich or 2.
Oh, yeah, we're on our way to the hardware store to get some fenders. We've got one big ball which helps keep us off the dock, but we've got a couple more, don't we?
Yep, keep us further off.
Yeah, we need some more big ones.
And our fenders are quite old, so they also need to be pumped up.
they're
Need to try and get a little pump.
Wait, we're gonna buy fenders. What? We're gonna buy more fenders.
If they got the right ones.
If they've got the right ones.
So we've got our new fenders. Steve's put them on the boat, which is fantastic. It's low tide at the moment, So as you can see, all the barnacles down there, he's made us a fender board so that our fenders don't get popped by all the barnacles that show up at low tide. And we're also putting on these pipes on the ropes just to stop them from chafing along the concrete as we kind of rock up and down. You can see we've just put this one on this side and we put this rope on temporarily and it's cutting it quite quickly. So yeah, it'll help protect our ropes. But this is what docking in Japan is like. That's what we got to look forward to for the next 3 months.
Keep the boat on the oysters.
Yeah. The tides in this spot are 1.3 metres changes. So fender boards are a must, fenders are a must, chafing guards are a must. It's all very exciting and very new to us. As you know, we like to be on anchor all the time, so getting the boat prepped to be on docks all the time is new and exciting. We'll get there. Wind started to pick up in here as predicted. What's it blowing at the moment? Oh no, we've turned the instruments off. I think it was blowing 22 earlier. It's only going to pick up. Steve's out here pumping up the rest of the fenders. We've got our foot pump. We can make all the rest of our other fenders nice and full. Been doing schoolwork with the girls. Some lunch. Yeah, it's kind of it for the day, I guess. It's lovely and warm on the boat. It's cool outside. That wind is freezing, but it's toasty in here. This enclosure, I'm so grateful for it, and downstairs is really warm as well, which is nice.
What? Who put a plate in a winter bag?
Dunno.
Oh, I think it might have knocked out the bag.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think anyone would put a plate in a winter bag.
No way. How's it going? Have we got enough, do you think?
Yes, my bed's got lots of winter clothes. I think these will be good.
Waverley, do you think yours will be okay too?
Yes. I think Waverley's got more winter clothes than me. She's got lots of thick dresses and stuff. I don't have that much stuff. What is this stuff? I have more like summer clothes. Maybe at winter time we didn't wash them much. We just wore them over and over and over until like maybe half a month, and then Mum would wash them.
No, you've just grown. It's been 2 years since you've worn winter clothes.
Yes, and none of them really look crooked.
So most of the stuff that used to fit you is now fitting Waverley. That's why she's got lots.
Now that we're in Ishigaki, it's pretty cloudy here most of the day, so we're not getting to 100% on solar all the time now. So I'm trying to change over the throttle because we got a new one sent over with the autopilot part when we were at Yap, when we were at Yap. So I'm just trying to replace it. I've been trying to work on getting this throttle off for about 4 days, like soaking it with WD-40, some other penetrating liquids, degreaser, been trying to lever it, I've tried a gear pulley, nothing was working. And then I just got 2 little crowbars from the hardware store and there's some blocks there and I was able to get on there and pop it off. Because I need to get this off so I can pull this off so I can get to those screws to take it out and put the new one in.
Hooray!
So I'm very happy I can do that. So now we can turn the engine on, put the revs up without it in gear, because at the moment I can't do that because that button on the inside was broken. So yeah, having been able to push this button in to be able to have the engine on and with revs up to charge the batteries, all we could do was put it in gear, so with the propeller moving with the revs, so it had to be moving, so we couldn't just be like on the dock charging the batteries. So yeah, I've been trying to change over, so that's a huge win. Hopefully the rest of it goes smoothly.
We're on our way to a cat beach.
The beach with lots of cats.
Yeah? Which sort of fish do we think it is?
Swordfish.
You think it's a sword? But look at its big fin on the top.
So it's got to be a sailfish. That's right. Sailfish.
Yup, it's a sailfish. And look, it's got these, remember these two big things here?
Yes, they are.
That was on our one? It is really cool.
And I spotted it.
Well done.
I saw its tail and then I looked at the whole thing.
Wow.
It was bigger than you and me.
Yeah, and are you excited to go to see the cats, Naya?
Mummy, there's seahorses at the wall.
There are. Are you excited to see?
Yes, but I mostly want to see babies. I love kittens. Mummy, you have to come up here.
Wow.
There's a ladder.
Okay.
Now let's go check the other one out. Looks like she's not camera scared.
Beach was closed, and now we're on our way back. Push him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That van is too small. Time to leave Ishigaki. We have been here for 7 days, I think now, since we had to come back to port. Going to be motoring to our next destination, so there's a good chance we'll be motoring for 36 hours to get there, but
Not ideal.
not ideal, but we just want to get there and enjoy some good weather at the next spot before the next northerly blow comes in on Friday. So
We had to bite the bullet.
yeah, I had to bite the bullet. If I want to go see somewhere new,
We've got to do some
Yeah.
motoring.
fellas, yeah, time to cast off and get going.
The last point on Ishigaki Island. We've made it to our next anchorage. Feels like we're crawling to the finish line. Got light winds, but we've managed to get the sails out and we're just hobbling along at 4 knots before we put the anchor down. We were glad to turn the engine off and give it a bit of a rest. They're not very happy though. But they will continue on. We will get ourselves there. It's really beautiful here though, these islands. Somehow The seaweed is still surviving on the snubber. Hopefully the cold water here will just kill it off. Seaweed from Yak. It's crazy. But we have arrived on anchor, and and this is one of the few spots you can actually anchor. It's really beautiful here though. I'm really glad we came out and suffered through the motoring for 2 days. It is deep here though. We're anchored in 12 meters.
Up there is 12.
Sorry, up there is 12, where we dropped the anchor. 20, yeah. Water's beautiful and clear and blue. Yeah. Yeah, she's deep. And there's not a lot of room for more, I'd say, than 2 boats. Yeah. Because up there closer to shore is coral. Same on the other side. There was another catch that was coming over here, but they've gone to the other side where there's some mooring balls. But they're really big concrete, big boat mooring balls. So we do not want to be up against that, especially if the winds are light. It'll end up damaging the boat. Time to explore. Get the tender down for the first time since we left Micronesia. It's been locked and packed away. Get it back in the water and get to the beach.
Oh, there's 2 boats.
Are you ready to go swimming, Waves?
Off to the beach. To the beach. First time in a while, we're gonna go to a beach. And we are also gonna go snorkeling. And we're just gonna tell them we're going now.
It is beautiful here, that's for sure. But there is so much rubbish on this beach. We've seen so many of these buoys floating along out of the ocean. All the fishing boats. Wowza. So we've been thinking that these are pots in the water when we've been sailing, hey?
Yeah, we stopped a couple of times to see if they're touching anything, but they weren't, they're just floating. But yeah, there's quite a lot of these around the islands. There's so many fishing boats around here. And yeah, I guess the line's just break off.
I caught
Alright,
it.
can we go in the water, girls?
Okay. Hey, look, Dad, I caught a crab. pretty unstable. We saw a big chunk fall the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
They're really cool.
That piece right there. A little chunk.
Oh,
Not too
yeah.
little, but really,
I like your
really scary sometimes.
Yeah.
And then there's these like charcoal like they're
Come on. You can't touch.
That was a better one.
You're touching. You're still touching again.
Don't make me laugh. It makes it harder.
1 second, 2 seconds, 2.5 and
Okay, concentrate now.
right,
Go
go.
face.
1
Becky,
second,
that's
2
nice.
seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5. I think that was a touch. That was a touch
I
before.
think I recovered.
That was a 5.
It's all just laid rock. Yeah. Very. How's the serenity at this isolated, quiet,
Right.
secluded bay?
5 minutes, it's super peaceful and no noise. And the next 5 minutes, airplane, jet skis, and army choppers. Has it all. Pretty cool.
Really cool. Oh, the girl's out of here.
Yeah. We're the only ones here. No more snorkeling groups today.
Another afternoon beach session. Just come to around the corner, I guess, from the anchorage to have a look over this side. See if the wind was any better over here or more consistent. So let's see if we can get the wing out. So you have these really cool slate rock here. I seen it yesterday on the, like, the cliffs, all up here. What did you discover, Zaya?
Some cool diamond or something that grows all over this place. This whole island. So much of it. It's pretty cool.
We've arrived to the protected side. It's beautiful here. So much coral out there. It's been nice to be here on a beautiful sunny day. But the weather is changing. So this will be our last day at this anchorage. And then tomorrow morning we'll head off towards Okinawa to go to the docks there. The girls have told me too that these tracks are hermit tracks, hermit crabs. There's lots of them. This looks pretty awesome, Waverly. What are you creating here? You don't know? Okay.
I'm gonna have a quick swim. See how cold it is. It's feeling chilly. A little bit chilly. Yep. It's pretty here.
Yeah.